All right, Shalom. I want to first start off giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, as well as the men that taught our apostles, the elder high priests, okay, as well as the elder bishops at Great Millstone. Peace and blessings unto the 144,000 and the rest of the elect of the nation of Israel. This is the brother Abadia from the GMS Houston camp. And as you can see to the right of the screen, it's an article. This is from PBS NewsHour a day ago by Darlene Superville with the Associated. So she's with the Associated Press, but this is on the PBS News. The politics section, if you will. Okay, and the title right here, it says Biden signs bill officially anointing bald eagle as the national bird of the U.S. And as we're going to read in this article, it tells you that America's been represented by this eagle for a long time, you know. I guess officially they made the under Biden bills anointing the bald eagle as the national bird, but it's really already been the national bird, even though it didn't go through this so-called anointing process. And we know, according to the scriptures, this was one of the main ways we connect Esau, okay, to the so-called white man is by the eagle that's spoken of um, in the book of Obadiah. And it's referring to Esau. And we're going to read it. Before I do, we're going to go into this article just a bit. And this is something basic. You know, this is one of the main ways and one of the more basic ways we connect Esau, okay, or the Edomites to the so-called white people, especially in America, because who set this so-called country up? The so-called white man set it up, Edom. All right, and he's flew the banner of the eagle um, ever since its conception. Now let's read a little bit on it. It says, Washington AP, Associated Press, the bald eagle, a symbol of the power and strength of the United States for more than 240 years, earned the overdue honor on Tuesday. Yeah, today is Wednesday, which is Christmas. Okay. It officially became the country's national bird. Let's see what this last one. That's pretty much it. Let's see what this other paragraph says. President Joe Biden signed into law legislation sent to him by Congress that amends the United States Code to correct what had long gone unnoticed and designate the bald eagle, familiar to many because of its white head, yellow beak, and brown body, as the national bird. So let's see. I want to type something in real quick. Hold on. So what I did was I went on to Google and I typed in what are different things that the eagle is on in America. And I could have worded it different, but I said it that way. And it says right here, the bald eagle is featured on many things in America, including the Great Seal of the United States. The bald eagle with the outstretched wings was placed on the Great Seal in 1782, making it the national bird. So I don't know when the bald eagle stop officially being a national bird. But I'm not gonna go into that because as we know, regardless of when it became a national bird or whatever happened, as we see now that if Joe Biden had to anoint the bald eagle as the national bird, then I'm not familiar with that would happen. But we know the eagle is represented America, and America goes back to Rome because the animalistic symbol for Rome in the Roman Empire was the eagle. And you can look that up. I actually had something pulled up on it, but that's okay. So it says currency. The bald eagle appears on the back of the quarter and the dollar bill. It's also featured on gold coins called the eagle, half eagle, quarter eagle, and the double eagle. It says flags. The bald eagle appears on the president's flag and on the flags of some states, including Alabama, Illinois, North Dakota, Oregon, Pennsylvania, and Utah. Government buildings. The bald eagle is featured on government buildings, military insignia, and if you go back to the Roman Empire, the the military was known for they were represented by the eagle. That's one of the symbols that they um, wore. Okay, there's a movie called The Eagle. You can watch that going into how the eagle was associated. Well, it's going into some history of the Roman Empire. Okay, but it shows you the importance of the eagle to Rome. It says official documents. The bald eagle appears on official documents, patriotic merchandise, school mascots, sporting events. Okay, so the eagle has always been, check it out. Check it out. The bald eagle has been a symbol of strength since ancient time. It's also been used as a symbol of war and imperial power since Babylonian times. And America is Babylon the Great as well in the scriptures. All right, so this was just some basic, um, yet proves that America or the white man through America, okay, is Edom. Let's read Obadiah 1, and the point is going to be in verse 4. It says, the vision of Obadiah, thus said the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Yeah, rise up against Edom in battle. And really in the form of these nations coming against America. And you look at the title, Blue Letter be giving some hellified appropriate titles to these chapters in the scriptures most of the time. It says Edom will be humbled. And Edom in this chapter is not only about the humbling of Edom, but the destruction. Obadiah the 18th verse, because we're not going to get into it. It says, behold, I've made thee small among the heathen and greatly despised. I want to go into that word small real quick. And the Hebrew word goes back to H6996 or 6996. And the Hebrew word is quartan. Okay, quartan. And it says young, small, insignificant, unimportant. Small, insignificant, young, unimportant. So when we're reading Obadiah 1 and 2, it says, behold, I have made thee small. Who made Edom, small? The Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, among the heathen, meaning what? insignificant, unimportant. Because at one point, America held that status where it was the shining armor of the world. All right, the land of milk and honey, the land where the streets, they believed, the nations believed the streets were actually paved in gold. Okay, this is where everybody was dying to get over here to improve their way of living or lifestyle. Okay, and not really lifestyle, but for financial gain. Right, and now America is just been found out to be a lying, low down, corrupt, immoral place that screws your family over, screws family structure over. Okay, rips you off, markets poison to you. You know, the list goes, pushes the abominable acronym on you. Okay, but let's keep reading. It says, "Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen; thou art greatly despised." You see, it's for some of the things I just mentioned, or some of the reasons that I just mentioned. It says, Obadiah 1 and 3, it says, "The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks." That's another indicator who Edom is. They like to dwell in a high habitat. Going back to what is known today is called Petra, but going which is the ancient land of Edom. Okay, and they set up their downtowns in that fashion where it looks like mountains with all those high buildings, different sizes, or different heights. And you look at it from afar, it looks like a mountain structure, a mountain region. And they, yeah, literally, like going back to Edom, or as I was saying, they lived in their habitation is the cliffs of the rocks, the caves. They lived in caves a few times throughout history. Going back to the land of Edom, that was one time. Going back to the Caucasus Mountains, that was another time. Okay, that was the mountain regions around Macedonia. They were lived up in that area. That's why you have Alexander the Great father called Philip of Macedonia. Okay, Edomites, the so-called white man. It says whose habitation is high, uh, that saith in his heart, "Who shall bring me down to the ground?" Because that represents pride. Esau believes that he can't be brought down. Okay, Obadiah 1 and 14. It says, 1 and 4. It says, "Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle." Who exalts themselves as the eagle? The so-called white man does. He put the symbol up to represent his um, kingdom. All right, the Rome, which is Rome, the Roman Empire. Okay, coming back in the form of NATO and the EU. America being the head of that. That's why I tell you in Revelation 17 that the whore, which is America, that wrote the scarlet colored beast. Just as in the ancient day, Rome was that was basically like the capital of the empire, the headquarters of the empire, Rome, just like America. Okay, it says, "Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle," okay, and we are familiar with it. If you live in America, you know that the eagle represents America. It really represents, which is this is the so-called white man setup. It says, "And though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai." So This was just something quick. This is one of the scriptures we use, go-to scriptures. This is milk basics to show that or to connect Esau, Edom, with being the so-called white man. Obadiah breaks it down, and this eagle showing that the eagle is a part of it, identifying Esau. Okay, this man has been found out, and we've been proclaiming since the men that taught our apostles and on down to our apostles, elder bishops, that Esau is in the so-called white man is in the scriptures. They go back to Edom. So Lord willing, this video was edifying. Until the next one, Shalom.